welcome to Simply Kendrick. Today, we're cooking up braised short rib. Hey, a delicious dish that I know you will enjoy. Hey, before we dive into this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit that notification, and share this video. Let's get it, let's go. All right, guys, let me introduce you to our ingredients. Okay, of course, we have our beef bone-in short ribs. Okay, we have some black pepper, we have our salt, we have some our beef rub, whatever rub you desire to use, but today I'm using this smokehouse rub. Have some thyme, bay leaves, have our tomato paste, have some avocado oil, have red wine, which I'm only going to be using about a little under a half a cup, have our beef broth, jalapeno pepper, onions, garlic, carrots, and celery. Hey, these are all the ingredients we'll be using today. Let's go. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and add about 3 tablespoons of oil. And then I'm going to add our onion. Carrots. So I use about 2 carrots and 2 stalks of celery and the 1 onion. We're just gonna let this all sweat down and continue to add our ingredients together. We're just gonna build flavor at this point. All right, guys, with our short rib, we're just gonna generously salt them down all over. All right, guys, at this time, I'm gonna go ahead and add our salt, our salted short ribs, and come back, remove them, and continue building our braised short ribs. All right, guys, we have our short ribs braised, nicely coated. Just going to remove them, and we're going to add our softened vegetables back in. Let them cook for about a minute or so, and then we'll continue to build from here. All right, guys, I press about 3 cloves of garlic. Stir that around. We'll let that cook for a few seconds. All right, guys, here I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of the tomato paste. Let that cook down, stir that around. And then I'm going to add about a teaspoon of my rub and a half a teaspoon of the black pepper. Stir that around, let that cook for a few seconds, and gradually come back and continue to build onto our braised short rib. All right, here I'm gonna go ahead and add about a half a cup of red wine. Let this cook down and continue building up flavor. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and add our beef broth. This is 32 ounces that I'm using. All of the beef broth. Add our bay leaf, thyme. Let this cook and add our short ribs back into the pot. All right, guys, at this time, I'm gonna go ahead and add our short ribs. They basically just will sit above the liquid. Some would be submerged, but all this flavor and goodness will be inside. We're gonna put this in the oven for 2.5 hours. And you're talking about flavor on top of flavor. Just like that, cover it up for 2.5 hours. Come back, we're gonna have ourselves some braised short rib. All right, guys, I almost forgot to add my pepper in. Just stick the whole pepper in. and just let it cook with everything else. Trust me, just a little heat. And I'll come back and see you in 2.5 hours. All right, guys. Our delicious braised short ribs are complete. I mean, looking amazing, falling off the bone. So, but what we're gonna do is go ahead and remove our short ribs. And then we're gonna add a quick, small slurry to it to thicken up our sauce. And add it back in, and then we'll be ready to plate up. Just that simple. All right, guys, we're gonna add our slurry in, gradually stirring while it's hot. And it's basically, I'm only using a tablespoon of cornstarch and roughly a tablespoon of cold water. And just give it a nice mix. It's gonna thicken up. I'm gonna add our short ribs back in without the bones, of course, because they are falling off the bones. And we'll be ready to plate up. Just that simple. All right, guys. Hey, now it's time for the moment of truth. Our delicious braised short rib. I paired it with some mashed potatoes and green beans. So we're gonna dig in. Oh yeah. Super tender. Oh my God. Hey, that's it. Let me get you guys out of here so I can enjoy my meal. Hey, thank you for joining Simply Kendrick. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit that notification and share this video. As always, spread love. God bless.